Hello, welcome to the Digital Dwellers Podcast. I'm your host, Justin. Today we're reviewing Halloween Resurrection. It came out in 2002, if I remember correctly. Rated R. It's directed by Rick Rosenthal. It stars Busta Rhymes as Freddie Harris, Bianca Kajlich as Sarah Moyer, Thomas Iain Nicholas as Bill. He played Kevin Myers in the American Pie movies. You got Jamie Lee Curtis as Laurie Strode. Ryan Merriman as Miles Barden, and you got what's her name? Katee Sackhoff as Jen, which I was told she showed her titties in this movie, which she didn't. So if you heard the same, I'm telling you, all you see is bra. That's all you see. Yeah, that's actually the reason I'm a huge Battlestar Galactica fan. So I actually went to see that third Riddick movie, even though I heard it sucked, just to see one Katee Sackhoff titty. Yeah, I had a fucking hell of a day today. But I don't want to get into it. Yeah. Oh, I got a new PS4 charge cable, so we're ready to start reviewing Blu-rays again. So look forward to scary stories to tell in the dark, and sympathy for Mr. Vengeance. So this movie, I really enjoyed it as a kid, especially the beginning of the movie where you have Michael Myers break into the insane asylum to have that final confrontation with his sister, where, spoiler alert, he won. And I thought it was cool that they had that scene where there was you got to see, you had this crazy guy who was a fan of serial killers, and Michael Myers goes to see him and hands him his knife. I thought that scene was really cool as a kid, and it's still cool. This movie, it's kind of like the reverse, Halloween movies, where usually the ending is the best part of the movie, where here it's like the best part of the movie happened in the beginning, and then the rest of the movie is alright, but the ending, in my opinion, sucked. So the story for this one, which it had a great story. The premise is six people, college students, are going to explore Michael Myers' house, and it's all going to get live streamed on the internet. Even though this is 2002, did they have that kind of technology? They must have, or otherwise they couldn't make the movie, right? Yeah, this movie, it has such a great premise. It's wasted in this movie. So Freddie Harris, played by Busta Rhymes, and his producer girlfriend was played by Tyra Banks. Have this show called Dangertainment, or company called Dangertainment. They wanted to live stream 6 college students exploring the Michael Myers house, and they've set up the house so they're certain traps will set off and will scare the people in there in the house. While that's going on, Sarah Moyers has this incel penpal, internet penpal named Miles, who is at a Halloween party, watching it in some guy's office while this shit's going on, and there's a huge crowd of college kids in costumes watching all the events of the movie take fold, which I thought that was really cool. That it kind of reminded me of Scream and Scary Movie, because Scream was the most popular horror movie franchise in the 90s. So you had a bunch of other horror franchises try to emulate Scream, which honestly, this Scream. If anyone wants to know my feelings on Scream, Scream. I really like the Ghostface killer, or also just or as he's most commonly known as Ghostface. But I feel like he's such a great killer that he's wasted on the Scream franchise, because the Scream movies, in my opinion, suck. Uh, it's entirely because of the fucking 14A ratings those movies get. Like, honestly, even the fucking scary movies that had him, which I think he was just in the first one, like, they had an 18A rating. That movie was way better than Scream. But then again, I haven't watched it in like a decade, so I could be wrong. Yeah, this movie, it has such a great premise. It's fucking wasted. Though I feel like the movie was really fun. This is probably one of those. This is probably the best Halloween movie to watch with a crowd, at a party, right? Because the other Halloween movies, they're like meant to be watched alone in the dark, waiting for the scares and shit. Where this one is a fun movie. Like, I liked several of the references. There's like a reference to Halloween 4. There's probably other references I didn't catch. They straight up, like, Michael, like, stabs his knife into the wall so he can crush the dude's skull with his bare hands, just like the boyfriend character from Halloween 4. Yeah. So I don't know. I would say this movie, it's worth watching. But it's like, if you're like looking for like a serious slasher movie, this isn't it. This is more of a horror comedy. But it takes itself seriously, which I do find when movies are kind of silly and they're kind of meant to be kind of comedic. I prefer when they play themselves straight than the actors just act like it's a fucking joke. Which is why I actually am a fan of that Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter movie. Yeah, like that's a movie where it's so fucking silly, but because the actors take it serious, it makes the movie more enjoyable. Yeah, so honestly, one of the problems, besides from the kind of shitty ending, which is drags on, is Buster Rhymes in this movie. His acting is kind of shitty. I didn't mind so much his like constant like diagrams, not diagrams, but whatever. He constantly is talking shit, making wisecracks. I thought that was funny at first, but it gets retarded after a point. Tyra Banks just disappears from the movie for no reason. And when they showed off that, I knew there was gonna be like a fake Michael Myers roaming around the house. To keep in mind, I haven't seen this movie since I was a kid, because I only remember like the beginning and the end of this movie. So I knew there was gonna be a fake Michael Myers roaming the house. But for them to like show the fake Michael Myers in the movie in the same scene where they have the real Michael Myers right behind him, it's kind of fucking retarded to me. They should have had a fake out scare where like the fake Michael Myers looks like he's about to kill somebody, and then he gets exposed, and then the real Michael Myers showed up. That would have been a lot fucking better, in my opinion. So like I honestly don't know what to rate this movie, because it's like it was a good movie up until the end. I really like the audience, the in-movie audience in this movie, where you have the college kids at a Halloween party watching the live stream going on. Honestly, I feel like I like this live stream premise so much. I want them to like take this idea and put it in a new movie, and if they were to get like real life live streamers, which I think there's already been movies like this where they tried it, but they didn't really use like real live streamers. So like if they were to do this premise again, and you got people like Ice Poseidon, Mexican Andy, even fucking crazy ass Carl too, and like people like that, and remake this movie, but with not with fucking Michael Myers. Honestly, watching all these Michael Myers movies makes me think like, dude, this character is kind of overrated. Sorry, my mouth was filling up with spit. Oh, saliva. Yeah, honestly, I don't honestly know how to rate this movie, because like this was out of this is so disappointing. I hate when this shit happens where like you revisit something you liked as a kid and you either love it or hate it. This is something where like I kind of hate it. But it's like I think there's some good things going on in this movie that's worth watching today. I think I mostly just hate it for the bad acting. Even the Bianca Kajlich chick was bad in this movie, and I guess also Kevin from American Pie was kind of shitty. But I don't know, he's basically playing Kevin, so it's like, eh. I don't know. If I had to give this a ring, I'm somewhere between a 6 and a 6.5. But it's like, yeah, I'm giving it a 6. There are some good things going on in this movie. I would say if you're going to have a party, play this in the background. But other than that, this movie kind of sucks. But I would say it's still a fun watch. Alright, peace.